Flip my screen here real quick. Oh, did we start? All right.
We sure did.
All right, let's go. Welcome to Wagers on Campus, college football. We're talking Conference USA today. That's right. We are breaking down Conference USA as we get into college football season and we talk about all of the conferences ahead of the college football season. It's another week closer to kickoff as Burns and I record this episode as we are just under the 50-day mark. It's our favorite time of the year here because we're breaking down every conference for you guys to get caught up on names and, of course, angles to bet. Burns, good to be with you as we break down CUSA today. How are you doing? How are you feeling in the dog days of summer doing this research on these different conferences?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's tough to really get motivated, but then you start diving in, and you're like, okay, I got a betting angle here, betting angle here. It's these are going to be the games and the conferences that we win uh, a higher tilt of money because there's less action on it. So I do get excited about the thought of that.
What have you been up to just in terms of kind of what you've thought about some of this recent college football news that's come out? I guess starting with former Ohio State running back Quinshawn Judkins.
Yeah, man, that's man. He's attempting to pull his greatest Joe Mixon impression, and not the best impression you want to pull, especially yeah, when the spotlight's on you heading into camp as a young running back. But
Right.
uh, yeah, that was tough to see over the weekend for sure. For those of you that don't know, he got the arrest report in Miami. Quinshon Judkins, yeah, he beat the crap out of this gal. From everything that's recorded, allegedly, this is still the United States of America, and he will get his due process. But man, not good.
Not good. I didn't realize the details of that. I didn't realize it was, I guess, that bad.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Uh, maybe
Allegedly.
there's just something in the water in Cleveland because those boys are just up to no good. Maybe they're drinking the Lake Erie water, and trust me, you don't want to touch that stuff. It's you can't see your hand under the water too low, so maybe it's something that has to do with the water up there.
Well, I'm sure bringing Shador Sanders in will help change that culture. Um, what else? What else are you thinking just in terms of some of this recent news? What else do you want to cover?
What else do I want to cover, Alex?
Yes, sir.
Man, there was a rumor, and this you had to see this coming. Was McElroy tweeted out or shared that he's heard from close sources Saban will be back on the sideline
No.
sooner rather than later. And I mean, you gotta. I mean, if we're all pointing fingers, it's got to be Pat McAfee, right? I mean, he can't fucking stand Pat McAfee. We're tuning in every Saturday and being honest.
Who?
And Saban,
Saban loves McAfee.
yeah, okay. He's a consummate professional.
No way. They're like boys.
Okay,
You're
all
like
right,
you're like dismissing me like I'm saying something outlandish. I'm serious. They're like
okay,
boys.
okay. Well then, I don't know. Maybe you just do something for so long in life. It's just like when someone retires that's really successful, and then the retirement juice ain't worth the squeeze because you have such a routine and you're doing shit. The game day ain't worth the squeeze because it's only a partial amount of his life. So maybe Miss Terry's just having him itching to get back on the sideline in a positive way. Positive way. No ill words about Miss Terry.
Wow. I wonder where he would go if that all went down.
I mean, someone on this podcast already had a prediction. A certain someone in Tuscaloosa was going to be fired at the end of this year. So maybe it's just a welcome back, coach. And even if he wasn't, and Alabama doesn't do anything in the playoffs, I think the boosters at Tuscaloosa would have no problem sparing Caleb DeBoer to get Nick Saban back on the sideline.
Saban gets back to Alabama, DeBoer goes back to Washington, and everything is right in the world.
Yeah, exactly. DeBoer is shipped even further south. He just goes to like Jacksonville State or Louisiana Monroe. He's got to restart his dynasty.
Burns, you got like a clicking sound wherever you are.
Oh, sorry. Did that stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting regarding Saban. For a middle of July headline, that's a good headline. And yeah, anything else before we dive in?
Yeah, there was another movement in the NCAA world. La Tech is moving into the Sun Belt. Look at that. We'll be talking about them today, both these conferences. But with Texas State moving to the Pac 12 next year, uh, Sun Belt was looking to backlog that spot, make sure they had a full conference, since they are the only conference that still runs the East West type conference championship. So that'll be interesting to see. You know, CUSA did add two teams this year from the FCS, so we'll see if they backlog their departure. But that was just a small note, especially relevant to what we'll be talking about today.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's interesting. LA
Yeah,
Tech.
LA Tech, baby. And a couple other notes. Uh, there's been a lot of reviews of the college football uh, game that just came out.
Mm.
Yeah. So let me tell you, there's a lot of interesting numbers when you dive into this game, and I found a few things that are tough to pull up if you're that particular player
Okay.
and you're playing with the boys in the dormitory, and this gets pointed out. Obviously, there was noise of the punter having zero toughness,
Mm.
but he actually just has blank toughness. It's not filled. Kicker Logan Haynes from Coastal Carolina, lowest awareness in the game at 25. Not sure how you pull a 25 awareness if this guy's just blindfolding himself on the sideline or what. But Logan Haynes getting a pot shot from the rafters from the developers, just something brutal to see. And then this has to be like a wrong upload because this is a good player. Tatum Teolti, outside linebacker from Oregon, 9 toughness as an outside linebacker. I mean, that's got to be a schedule, or that's got to be like a bug in the system, right?
Yeah, or the guy who made the rankings is an Oregon State fan.
Yeah, and one of their best linebackers is just a huge pussy, is what they're saying. So I pulled the Terrion Stewart, Bowling Green player that transferred to Virginia Tech, 98 trucking ability. So need Virginia Tech to play Oregon and those two to meet in the hole, and just see what kind of preposterous disaster could happen to a 9 toughness versus a 98 truck when it comes to that game.
Yeah, man. 2025. Thought we were beyond glitches in these games,
Yep.
but
Shout out Cody Blaze to the college football 26 road to glory.
shout out Cody.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the housekeeping I had from this week. It's been kind of quiet on the Western Front when it comes to college football news.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I've just started to really dial in a little bit more in for week 0, but I would say more so than even that, week 1. Just like a lot on my mind. So just when it comes to Texas, Ohio State, LSU, Clemson, and you know Notre Dame, Miami, just the games that are coming up. I've just been thinking about those more and more as the season gets closer and closer.
I've been thinking a lot about week 0 because, I'm a man of the people. I played all 4 games last year, and I went 1-3. So it's my goal to get above 500 week 0 this year. It's been historically bad on this podcast, but we always pick up and close very well. So week 0, we need to conquer this year, Alex.
You like Iowa State against Kansas State, don't you?
Yeah, that's actually a good game though. Last year, if you remember, hindsight's 2020, we didn't know Florida State would be one of the worst teams in the country.
But it was a great game though.
Sure, it was a great game, but this game on paper, Iowa State, Kansas State, that gets my juices flowing. Florida State, Georgia Tech, at the time, didn't really get your juices flowing. Like as a non-fan, college football
got my juices flowing.
Okay, man, keep your juices to yourself, brother.
Fair. It did though.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to week 0, and that's wow. Yep, that's 5 weeks away.
Farmageddon from Ireland.
Did you know that Ireland has the largest capital in the world?
No.
Because their population always be Dublin.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Let's get into Conference USA.
Sure thing. So we put together a list of 3 all-conference teams preseason, and also I put together a list of award winners from my point of view. Xander's preseason award winners for Conference USA. MVP, Evan Bullock, quarterback out of Tech. We'll dive into him because he's going to come up here on the all-conference teams. Maverick McIver, quarterback from WKU, getting thrust into a system that is going to be very, very pass-heavy, and it's going to be a very positive. He's a big prospect, big arm for them. Kenny Odom, we'll talk about him here, but he's a player that you need to keep an eye on. Not many UTEP games hitting prime time, but with Malachi Nelson, that's a name you may remember, is a 5-star quarterback committing to USC 3 years ago. Went to Boise. Now he's at UTEP, getting his first starting role because he's just kind of been a bust from a 5-star caliber. He'll be there throwing it to Kenny Odom, and then CJ Bazile coming over from Buffalo. I think it's Defensive Player of the Year material. Guy's a freak. He's going to be an NFL prospect. He's also in his COVID season, so he's a grown-ass man playing college football.
Sure. Yeah, it's a solid list. I'm just curious to see, all in all, how the conference shakes out. I mean, CUSA, we're talking about teams like Western Kentucky, Jacksonville State, Liberty, LA Tech, Middle Tennessee, Delaware, of course, being new to the conference, New Mexico State. So, yeah, I mean, these are the types of games that I really look forward to watching, especially a little bit later on in the year when you have I don't know what day they play. I can't remember if it's Wednesdays or Thursdays. It might be both. But yeah, they do get a decent amount of spotlight in the middle of the week.
Yeah. Yep. So let me just get this a little bit of a better viewing experience. Maybe not. Whatever.
I can see it clearly.
We'll just zoom in here. All right. So we're back to our Excel sheets. But first team offense, obviously, if I think he's MVP, I think he's first team. you know what, this is against the pundits. A lot of publications that I read don't have Evan Bullock as a top three. Listen, the guy was in a up to 4-person quarterback battle last year at La Tech, or as Mayor calls it, Los Angeles Tech University.
Okay.
and yeah, he won that battle, and he had a phenomenal end to the year, uh, leaving big upside for the next season. He had over 2,100 yards passing, 14 TDs to 3 interceptions from Bullock. I think this is a young kid that is coming into his second season as a starter, and he's going to be a sophomore. He was a redshirt freshman his first year. I'm buying all the stock I can in Bullock. Liberty is going to be reloaded. They're the overwhelming favorites. We talked about them. They've got 4 players that made my list of first team offense. You look at running backs like Vaughn Blue, um, and you also look at uh, their tight end Eli Finley, who's going to be a tough guard for probably not the most defensive savvy league when it comes to pros prospects. And
Yeah.
Eli Finley, and then right there, Kenny Odom, my guy from UTEP. Listen, it's first year last year at UTEP. He's averaging 16 yards a pop, 8 touchdowns on a below average offense. Like I mentioned, he's going to get paired with Malachi Nelson now. I just think this kid is all the intangibles, even being just like your little like in between wide receiver. I mean, he's 5'10" in your programs, probably 5'8" realistically. But I mean, killer speed. This kid is the truth. As for a couple names that really stick out, you're going to look at it. There's a lot of Kennesaw State defensive backs. Kennesaw State, is still easing its way in. They're going to be eligible to make bowls now. They're off that elevated probation. Keep an eye on their secondary. Jericho Washington, Mylan Jones, Tyler Hallam. These are all great players. That's going to need to pick up a team that lacks in the offensive categories. But those are some big names. And then Joseph Carter from Liberty as well, and Keelan Cox from Sam Houston on the first team that are going to be names you want to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Kennesaw, I'm interested to see how they rebound from last year. I mean, they bring in Jerry Mack, who's their new coach. He came over most recently from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He took over Kennesaw State's program in December. It sounds like 13 out of the 17 players with at least 200 snaps returned on the defensive side of the ball. And he also added Purdue transfer, a Big Ten starter, linebacker Antonio Stevens. So it seems like Kennesaw State just maybe slowly but surely building some momentum, or not. But I'm interested to watch them.
Yeah, 100%. My second team starts off, another name that the pundits don't really have ranked, and maybe that's reasonable because coming from an FCS, I'm not sure the decorum for listing those players in preseason all conference teams. But I mean, the talent that you want to see in a Ryan Beard team in Missouri State. I've got Jacob Clark as my second team quarterback this year. I mean, he's coming off a incredibly efficient season, 70% completion rate at 3,600 yards passing, 26 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions. He's returning a lot of his offense. I mean, listen, he's a big boy, 6'5", 230. I mean, this guy knows how to sling the rock. It's going to be an opportunity to show off in the big leagues now, even though there's no potential to win a conference title. But that's a name you want to keep an eye out when you're betting. Now that Missouri State is fully back up and running, or just up and running, incredible. They might be leading when it comes to Bear mascots, by the way. just immediately power ranked number one bear mascot. It's a ferocious looking bear.
You like it? You approve?
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
It's better than the dumbass C that the Chicago Bears have on the side of their helmet.
That, yep. Baylor Bears was also what I was thinking of. But anytime we can pop a shot at the Chicago Bears, I'm okay with that.
Hey, amen.
Omari Wiggins is going to be a talent here, just right up the road from me. Middle Tennessee program that's going to have a lot of senior talent on offense, just a lot of upperclassmen offensive help from a team that's been down, a Derek Mason led team from what they've normally been in the CUSA. So we'll see there because Miles Butler's the wideout, and we'll see on the third team who's throwing them the ball. Uh, talked about Maverick McIver as the newcomer to the league. Going to be his first year starting, I should say. He was on WKU last year. But he'll be looking to throw to Matthew Henry, Noah Myers, two players I have listed on second team offense. Are definitely going to be standouts from the offensive attack that Western Kentucky is going to bring. And then a few names that stick out. Haven't mentioned New Mexico State yet. Two guys on the defense. Cole Schnetgoki, great last name. And then Sonny Apui are two defensive studs with Derek Hobbs. On defense, so New Mexico State, obviously they put it all together 2 years ago, Jerry Kill and Diego Pavia, but Bronco Mendenhall leaving, Pavia leaving 2 years ago. They're just kind of trying to find an identity, and hopefully it starts on defense for them.
So Burns, a little bit surprised to see you not have Maverick McIver on any of your all-conference teams. The quarterback for Western Kentucky, who is a Abilene Christian transfer, threw for over 8,000 yards and 63 touchdowns in his career. I believe he threw for over 500 yards last season against Texas Tech in that crazy 52-51 game.
Oh yeah.
You not a believer in Mav? Is it the name?
No, I am. That's why he's my newcomer of the year, dude.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
That's why he gets an award coming in.
I'll chill. I'll chill. My bad. My fault.
I mean, listen, that he's right there. He would have been fourth team, potentially. No, he would have been fourth team for sure. But Malachi Nelson there too. Listen, it was between him and Jacob Clark. I just like the avenue of staying with the same team and not transferring. And I just like the size of Jacob Clark. Listen, this is a low key good because Ethan Vesco from Liberty, the favorite to win the conference, also not mentioned. This is a low key good quarterback group from a conference that's not going to get a lot of airplay.
Yeah, I thought the same thing when I was going through the conference. I think we will see some good quarterback play, and there's a couple guys who we haven't even mentioned in the quarterback spot who I think could have potential to look pretty good, like Gavin Wimsett, the former Rutgers and Kentucky quarterback, for example.
Yeah, we'll see about that one.
Okay.
That feels more like maybe he should have taken a step down, like the Iowa quarterback, just going straight to the FCS. The guy can't even throw the ball forward.
Straight to Enterprise.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, third team. Look at Nicholas Viatato. He's been playing for, I want to say, 4 seasons now.
Feels like 10.
Yeah, it really does. Didn't start. I mean, he started as a freshman though, so he's got this. He's got the experience to actually pick up some slack on where less talent might be in a Middle Tennessee program. And when we look at his stats, I mean, he's got over 7,500 yards. He's got, this was crazy when I saw this. He's played 12 games each of the last 2 seasons. So each season he had over 400 attempts, right? Both seasons, 3,092 yards exactly, like to the yard.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really. He had 7 less touchdowns though last year, same amount of yards, with 10 less attempts. So worried about a little bit of regression. Try to figure it out. Better, more improved surrounding. So expect them to sling the rock when it comes to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Liberty's going to have multiple studs in that backfield. Obviously, noted Von Blue, first team, Julian Gray, second team, Joe Nathan Silver, first Delaware guy brought up. Obviously, there's other Delaware guys listed here. Just haven't mentioned any. That'll be a name for you to watch if you check out any Blue Hens games. Should be pretty stellar rushing attack from them. Michael Petway from Jack State, first mention of them offensively. Obviously, a great season last year, but Rich Rod departs. What's that team going to look like without Rich Rod? We'll see. And Cam Thomas at UTEP, across from our boy Kenny Odom. It should be a pretty electric offense in El Paso, Texas.
Bitch, I'm from Texas.
Why don't you tell him? Why don't you tell him, Mayor? Put that chest out.
Who? Big X the plug.
There you go. There you go. Yep. Outside of that, another coincidence. Dallas Payne, tight end, made their team. Another all-conference team, Sun Belt. Next episode tomorrow. Another tight end with the last name Payne made a all-conference team. So,
Ooh.
Yep, just got coincidences up the ass when we're talking third team. CUSA.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, and a couple other players that to note. John Howes, the fourth. Always great to see those Roman numerals with the V's. Just some really stellar lineage. In Murfreesboro, Middle Tennessee, incredible anchor. Definitely someone that could get an opportunity to play on Sundays. Obviously, they've had a decent little defensive run when it comes to Middle Tennessee players making it to the NFL. So we'll see. And then a couple more Missouri State guys, DJ Wesselak and Devon Townley on the defensive line. Should be able to at least get a little pressure up front for that team that might be lacking in the secondary.
Yeah, nice list. Did you talk about not Coastal? I'm sorry, the Coastal Carolina transfer quarterback who's gonna be with Liberty, Ethan Vasco.
No, I just mentioned him right before when you asked me why Maverick wasn't on. He was left off, just not enough for me compared to the others. But we'll see. I mean, he's got the support on offense around him of incredible talent, as you can see listed here. I've got wide receivers, running backs from Liberty sprinkled all over this top 3 teams. So we'll see. I'm not as high on Liberty as everyone else seems to be in the smaller college football community that's covering CUSA like us.
Yeah, I gotcha. I was kind of intrigued by New Mexico State's potential quarterback. His name's Logan Fife or Logan 50. I'm just not sure how to pronounce his last name, but
Yeah, Fresno State transfer.
Yeah, and I know he's from Montana as well. last year, 1,900 yards, 63% completion percentage, 14 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. I thought those were solid numbers, and curious if he makes an impact with New Mexico State.
Yeah, I agree. He's got some wheels on him, so we will see. I like the kid. New Mexico, Fresno, two of those guys, Fife and Keene, to the transfer portal. So I know we're not talking about them right now, but that's going to be interesting to break down what they do on their side.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then you brought it up at the beginning, but Malachi Nelson with UTEP. Do we expect Malachi to start the year?
Yes, 100%. I don't
I
think.
mean,
I think just based on pressure alone, I know there was a little like there were reports that it was a competition, but I mean, let's be honest. You land a name like that, you're going to get pressure. I mean, that's the biggest name you've had at UTEP probably ever. When they have the, am I back? My camera just split out.
I can still hear you. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. If you're any sort, I don't know if UTEP has boosters. I mean, I don't know. We're talking UTEP football here, but yeah,
Right.
you got a guy that's the in some catalogs top two quarterback of his class. You got to be able to play that week one if they come to your campus.
I hear you, man. Just a very interesting trajectory for the guy. Start your career at USC, transfer to Boise State. You do not end up winning that starting job at Boise State, and now you're at UTEP. Just honestly, very fascinating stuff.
Reminds me of a quarterback that came to Toledo, Philip Ely, late tens or mid tens. He was a 5-star to Alabama. Just kept moving down the draft or the depth chart every incoming year, and just like got to get out of there, find somewhere to start, get some game tape, speed. Just kept losing the job. So we'll see if this was a skill issue or if this guy can get back to that high ranking. I'm looking forward to UTEP games, to be completely honest.
Me too, dude. If I can watch Malachi and just actually see him play football on a regular basis, let's see what the talent and athleticism and just kind of the special traits are all about.
Yeah, 100%. So, a couple stats here from this conference that's very interesting. Pulled it from our guy Phil Steele. He publishes the College Football Bible every year. Shout out to Phil. Uh, Previous year, 6 or 7 net close losses, and that's losses that are um, going to be under one score. Sam Houston State here in CUSA, 6 close wins, 0 close losses for a net 6 close wins. Teams with 6 or 7 have a weak in the last 24 years have a weaker season the next year 92% of the time.
So fade Sam Houston State.
Fade Sam Houston State. And on the opposite side of that, for close losses, we do have a team, our boys, La Tech, 5 close losses last year, 2 close wins for a net 3 close losses, and teams of the previous year net 3 close losses. 76% of the time over the last 24 years have improved their record the next season.
LA Tech, baby. Shout out
LA
Tramon
Tech.
Williams.
All right. And now we're going to do something a little more fun here that we haven't done in the past. We're going to pick the wins and losses for the Conference USA. And you should follow along on YouTube since we publish everything on YouTube as I share my screen because we have, of course, some autist out there that created this beautiful website. Boom. And Mayor and I are going to give you the Conference USA outlook. You ready, Mayor?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Week 0 and week 1, we've got a conference game, Western Kentucky, Sam Houston State. I personally, like I just told you, I'm a fade Sam Houston State guy this year. I think too many moving parts, and you like Maverick. I like Western Kentucky.
Yep.
Western, Central Florida, Jacksonville State. I got Central Florida, Jacksonville State again. A little bit of regression.
Yeah.
Delaware brings their rival to the FBS, keeps Delaware State on the schedule. Who do we like?
Delaware.
Still like Delaware. I agree. Florida International should beat Bethune-Cookman. Kennesaw State, Wake Forest. Although we like Kennesaw, going to be a tough task to go into Wake to beat them. Oh. And then Sam Houston State, week 1, UNLV. We like UNLV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Liberty should beat Maine, week 1. Middle Tennessee gets a local game against Austin Peay, the Governors. We like Middle Tennessee.
I guess.
Western Kentucky starts 2-0 with a win over Northern Alabama, right?
Mm-hmm.
And LA Tech should clean up Southeastern Louisiana pretty easily. And Missouri State gets the privilege of opening USC's schedule. Do we like the upset?
Ouch. Not today.
No upset today.
This isn't rookie mode in NCAA.
All right. Utah State, UTEP. Although we like UTEP, I would go with Utah State. A little more physical, but I'll let you call it. Yep. And then New Mexico State should get one of their few wins against Bryant.
Sure.
All right. Week 2. Sam Houston State, Hawaii. You're up on Hawaii from earlier talks. I don't think Sam Houston State goes defeated, but going to the Big Island. Do we think Hawaii?
Yeah, I think so.
Hawaii. Indiana, they host Kennesaw State. That should be a Signetti win. Liberty Jacksonville State in conference here. Do we like Jacksonville State at home for an upset?
No.
Liberty. Penn State will take care of FIU. The Buffaloes upset by Delaware. Deion's team?
I think we'll go Colorado.
Okay. Wisconsin hosts Middle Tennessee. We'll go Wisconsin. Whiskey. Missouri State, Marshall. This is interesting. Marshall lost everyone. Right? We'll talk about them tomorrow in the Sun Belt. Ugly way to leave. They have to restart. I kind of like Missouri State. I think they'll be a slight dog, but I think Missouri State.
Yeah, that's fine.
Western Kentucky, Toledo. Last year was a disaster. There was a 3-hour rain delay. Toledo was winning by 10. Came out of the rain delay at Western. Lost that game. Toledo gets revenge, obviously.
Okay. That's fine.
Battle of Louisiana. LA Tech loses to LSU, right?
Yep.
New Mexico State, Tulsa. How much have you taken a dive into Tulsa?
None.
Yeah, I still think they get it done. I think our boys at UTEP beat Tennessee Martin to get their first win. How's that sound?
Yep.
Nevada, Middle Tennessee. Nevada's going to be ass. Middle Tennessee is mid-ass. I'm calling our first upset of the season. Any qualms?
That's fine.
UConn, Delaware. Huskies.
We'll go Delaware.
Wow, that's a big upset. That's going to be big. That's going to shake the world of college football. SMU, Missouri State, SMU, obviously. Texas will take care of UTEP. Bowling Green, Liberty, Eddie George could get a big signature win for his first season.
I'll take Liberty.
We'll take Liberty. And the Geriatric Bowl. Boca Raton versus Miami. Or I don't even know where Florida National is.
It's Miami.
Go Florida Atlantic.
Sure.
Kennesaw gets his first win. They got to beat Merrimack. Georgia Southern and Jacksonville State, a little Sun Belt versus CUSA. I think Clay Helton and Georgia Southern, started out 5-1 last year, finished 8-5. What do we think?
I like Georgia Southern.
Yep. LA Tech, and then we have an in-conference game here. I think we're very pro LA Tech here.
Shout out Tramon Williams.
Hey. All right, we're going to start getting into conference play here. Mayor, conference play, Delaware, Florida International.
Let's go FIU. Delaware's got to go down south.
Yep. Another Sun Belt, CUSA, Arkansas State, Kennesaw State. I think the Red Wolves take a big step back. I don't know if Kennesaw State can beat them, but we'll see.
Make your pick.
I'll go Arkansas State. Southern Miss, La Tech, probably my two favorite teams in each respective conference. Another Sun Belt, CUSA. I'm going to go with Louisiana Tech, unless you have any qualms.
That works.
James Madison, Liberty. What is this? The Sun Belt versus CUSA, like basketball type week? I really like James Madison. I said I was low on Liberty. I think James Madison routes this Liberty team.
Okay.
Marshall, Tennessee. I think our Blue Raiders get a W over a weak Marshall team.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think our Miners, ERS, not ORS, get a win over UL Monroe.
Sure.
Murray State Racers, fortunately, going to go down. Missouri State should beat Tennessee Martin. Western Kentucky, Nevada. Western Kentucky at home. We like the home team?
Yeah, you don't like Nevada, so let's go Western Kentucky.
Yep. And Texas, Sam Houston State. Are we calling an upset?
Not me.
Not I, said the fly. Okay, now we're into Conference USA. You want to take over from here, Mayor?
Sure. Middle Tennessee State versus Kennesaw State. Let's go with Kennesaw State. Western Kentucky versus Missouri State. Ooh, what do you think?
Man, I don't know if Missouri State has enough defense to win. Shootout, Western Kentucky.
Liberty, Old Dominion. We'll go Liberty.
Okay. I like Old Dominion here. I'm down on Liberty from higher. I just think they're not going to be a one-loss team.
Okay. New Mexico State, New Mexico. Who do you like?
I think New Mexico is the better team this year.
All right. Jacksonville State versus Southern Miss. I think you like Southern Miss.
I do.
LA Tech versus UTEP. Who do we like?
8 overtimes tie. Damn, this is like our CUSA Darlings match. We got to circle that one on the calendar for a make sure we're watching that one, week 5. I think La Tech is more talented than UTEP.
Let's go with them.
Small week. Week 6.
All right.
3 games.
Week 6, Sam Houston State versus New Mexico State. Make the call.
think Sam Houston gets their first win of the season.
All right. We got Western Kentucky at Delaware. Western Kentucky, right?
Yeah,
Florida International, UConn. Let's go UConn.
got to be UConn.
Week 7, Missouri State versus Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee all day.
Yep.
Liberty versus UTEP. I know Burns wants to call the upset here so bad, so let's go UTEP.
Whoa, Miner Nation, stand up.
Louisiana Tech, Kennesaw State. We'll go LA Tech. Then we got Jacksonville State, Sam Houston State. We'll go Jacksonville State.
Yep. I think that's the right call.
Week 8, New Mexico State versus Liberty. We'll go Liberty. FIU, Western Kentucky. We'll go Western Kentucky. Delaware versus Jacksonville State. We will go with, what do you think?
Man.
Delaware?
No, I think Jacksonville State picks up some steam here.
Okay. And then UTEP, Sam Houston State. I mean, UTEP can't win this many games. They're already 3-3. Sam Houston's got to beat them.
Okay. All home for week 8. Parlay the home teams.
Week 9, Kennesaw State, Florida International. I think we got to go FIU.
Yeah, and by the way, these are the weekday games. CUSA does it before the MAC, so they don't interrupt MACtion.
Western Kentucky versus LA Tech. Huge game with big time stakes.
Big implications. Both undefeated in our season so far for conference play. I like the home team.
Yeah, let's go LA Tech. Middle Tennessee versus Delaware. Who do you like?
I think Middle Tennessee can get that done.
Okay. And then we got Missouri State versus New Mexico State. Who you got?
I think New Mexico State can steal one at home.
All right.
On ESPN 8 the Ocho.
Right. Moving on to week 10, UTEP versus Kennesaw. Let's go UTEP.
Yep.
Jacksonville State, Middle Tennessee. It's got to be the Blue Raiders.
Man.
FIU versus Missouri State.
I like Missouri State and Jacob Clark.
All right. Sam Houston, LA Tech.
I don't think they slip up on a Friday. Give me La Tech.
New Mexico State, Western Kentucky.
WKU.
And then we got Delaware, Liberty.
No upset yet.
Okay. Week 11, Missouri State versus Liberty. Let's go Liberty. FIU, Middle Tennessee. Kennesaw State versus New Mexico State. Let's go Kennesaw.
Oh, okay. Big call.
Louisiana Tech versus Delaware. Is this where they slip up?
Friday night game, week 11. You might be right, but I'm unfamiliar with the Delaware home games.
Fair. Jacksonville State versus UTEP. Let's go UTEP. Sam Houston State versus Oregon State. We'll go Oregon State.
Yep.
Week 12, Liberty, Florida International. Make your pick.
Liberty.
Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State.
I think Jacksonville State can get it done.
UTEP, Missouri State.
Missouri State will win at home.
All right. Delaware, Sam Houston.
Give me the Bearcats, Sam Houston.
Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky.
Man, this is a big rivalry. Step I-65. I'll take Western Kentucky.
New Mexico State, Tennessee.
Would like the Aggies there, but
can't do it.
Take the coward Volunteers.
LA Tech, Washington State.
Man, I think Washington State is going to lose to Toledo, so I don't know if they lose to two mid-majors in the same season. I guess I'll go Washington State.
All right.
And then last week of the season,
Last week, Missouri State versus Kennesaw State.
I think Kennesaw can steal the last game at home.
All right. Liberty, LA Tech.
I like Louisiana Tech here to clinch
Okay.
the conference title.
Wow. All right. Western Kentucky versus LSU.
I think we all know what's happening there.
Sam Houston versus Middle Tennessee.
No, Middle Tennessee.
New Mexico State versus UTEP.
UTEP clinches a bowl, 6th win of the season.
Wow. Delaware, Wake Forest. We'll go Wake Forest. And then Jacksonville State, Florida International.
I like
We'll go
Jack State.
All
I
right.
lied. This is the last week of the season.
Week 14, Western Kentucky, Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville State needs the win to get bowl eligible. Western Kentucky needs the win to get to the conference title. What do you think?
Let's go Western Kentucky.
Okay. La Tech, Missouri State.
Yeah, let's go Missouri State in the upset.
First loss of the season in the conference for La Tech.
Middle Tennessee versus New Mexico State. We'll go Middle Tennessee. FIU versus Sam Houston. We'll go FIU. UTEP, Delaware. We will go UTEP. Kennesaw, Liberty. We'll go Liberty.
All right. So, breaking down the conference records, we've got La Tech and WKU and Middle Tennessee all 9-3, but Louisiana Tech, it looks like it didn't update. Oh, yeah. So Louisiana Tech is 6-1 conference play, WKU 6-1, and then Middle Tennessee 5-2. UTEP, Liberty, bowl eligible, and then all the rest of the teams below 500. Kennesaw improves 4-8. Sam Houston State hits their under. Their under is 4.5 on the season. I already have that placed on our Axe Picks action app to follow what preseason bets we have. And then Missouri State, first season in, gets to 5-7. Pretty impressive. Delaware and New Mexico State, bottom two at 2-10. Each one with 0 conference wins.
Nice. All right. Anything else to add for CUSA?
You know what? I think that's about as much as we can do. So be sure to tune in tomorrow where we have a Friday episode of Sunbelt.
The Sun Belt, baby. Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye. Love you.